Star on North Carolina's 2005 National Championship basketball team says he was anything but a student athlete. Howard, are you surprised when you hear something like this, that he wasn't taking classes?
Yeah, as shocked as I am that gambling is going on in this establishment. Here are a few numbers we should be paying attention to. John Calipari just signed a $52 million contract. Roy Williams is making, how many millions a year? Krzyzewski's making $9 million. Of course I believe this, but what really disappoints me about this is that these guys are saying they didn't know, and nor should they know. What are you being paid for? This to me, there are so many layers where this is embarrassing that I don't even know really where to begin. But the place where I will say, Mike, is how can you, as a leader of a team, as a college basketball coach, separate yourself the way these guys are separating themselves from what's going on in the classroom?
Jackie, what's the whistleblower's name?
Mary Willingham.
At North Carolina. She's looking better and better on this thing. And often the NCAA, the N, that stands for nickel and dimers, okay? And they will prosecute you for taking a cab ride or you're buying a kid a dinner. Where are they on this story? Because I have listened to Coach Williams, and obviously he deserves the benefit of the doubt. But what's in this for Rashad McCants? What's in this for him to make these accusations? And one thing we now know, making Dean's List at Carolina isn't quite the challenge that you once thought it might have been. And when you look at this whole story, where is the institutional control at the University of North Carolina? And when Roy Williams says that he doesn't remember McCants coming to him when he was failing a couple classes, and that swapping out classes isn't in his vocabulary, you have to take a step back and think there's got to be an investigation at this school.
To me, it just reminds me of the old don't ask, don't tell policy for gays in the military. Don't tell me what my students are doing. I don't want to know about their classrooms. I just want their transcripts at the end of the year so I can check it off and say, yes, I checked their grades, they're eligible. And don't think this is limited to North Carolina.
No.
Clearly it's not. But I will say, Mary Willingham and all the work that the Raleigh and News Observer did on this story 3 years ago, it's come back to roost here. It seems to me it's pretty obvious that something's going on.
Jack, you were a basketball player, okay? And when you hear about stuff like this going on in a college football program, those are big, sprawling programs with lots of people in it. Basketball teams are different. It's not impossible for me to believe that a coach who's hands-on in all aspects of these kids' life doesn't know that. How can he not know that something like this is going on?
Well, here's the thing, Mike. What is the number one thing that you need in a conspiracy? You need silence. And the minute one person starts talking, the whole thing falls apart. You saw it in 2012 with the football program. You see it here. It's something that we've known across, whether it's UNLV, whether it's Boston College. Every school at some point is going to deal with this when it comes to student athletes. And once the players start talking, what bothers me the most about this, as we said, so many different layers, and let's not even talk about the fact that this is happening in an African American studies program, which is where you should be if you're a McCants. You should be going to class anyway, is the fact that you have that you have the coaches trying to tell you that they don't know anything. It's ludicrous to me.
It's probably ludicrous from the standpoint of where it should be. It's not ludicrous from possibility. I mean, I certainly have seen situations where coaches do not necessarily know what's going on behind them. They can't know every minute of every day.
It's up to them to find out.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it's the right thing not to know. I'm just saying I have seen this many, many times in the past. When we return, our sports reporters. Rashad McCants, a star on North Carolina's 2005 National Championship basketball team, says he was anything but a student athlete. Howard, are you surprised when you